Hello everyone, this is Reggie Dawson for the Building Apps with Intel XDK and Parse course for Tuts Plus. In this video, we are going to use the emulator. The emulator allows you to test your app in a simulated environment. Not the best way to test our apps, but the XDK emulator does offer some nice features that help with testing. First, at the top, we have a small menu with the reload button. If you make changes that aren't reflected in the emulator, use this button. Then we have a debugger to help track down where bugs are occurring in your app. We also have emulator settings which control how your emulator reacts when you change files. And then we have the Stop Emulator button which stops the emulator. In devices, you can choose various devices and viewports you want to emulate. We can also change the device orientation here. Then we have information about the emulated device. After that, we have an input field where we can start a project from a URL. Then we have a menu where we can simulate the accelerometer and change the values it is reporting. We also have an area where we can simulate battery level. On the right-hand side, we have menus for device and network settings. We can choose to show the status bar in our app, as well as simulating the splash screen. We can also simulate various network connections as well as purposely lagging the network for testing. We can also manipulate the locale, daylight saving settings, and the first day of the week settings. We can also manipulate geolocation for testing and simulate GPS coordinates. And lastly, we can simulate various events, such as device ready, menu button pressed, whether or not we're online, etc. As you can see, the emulator in XDK has a lot of features. Since our app has been built, let's look at it in the emulator. Click on the Emulate tab and your app should start. You should see a list of articles with images. If we click on an article, we should be taken to our article page. Scroll down and make sure the back button works. Our app looks good to go. It's time to move on to device testing. In the next video, we will look at the test suite we can use to test our apps on our devices.